TikTok's new community guidelines make me want to actually throw up. Like, I don't think people realize just how much everything is about to change in 27 days. You think your content is being suppressed now? Oh, girl. Before we even get to the content changes, let's go ahead and look at the community principles section first, because that underlines everything else. In rare and exceptional situations, such as crises or moments of social unrest, we may adjust our usual enforcement or rules to protect our community and address emerging harms. Yeah, it's basically a censorship kill switch. So during protests, strikes, elections, or any situation that TikTok deems as a crisis, the rules could change instantly and you would have no idea. Moving right along to the shocking and graphic content section, this is where they start getting kind of tricky, because according to the new community guidelines, they're going to start restricting content that shows the build up to serious injury or accident, even if the injury itself is not shown. And this targets the exact kind of footage that we need most, you know, like when officers draw weapons on peaceful protesters, or ICE agents attack people on the street and kidnap them while they beg for their lives. Like, all of that is going to get removed before this impending violence even happens. So you'll never see how these situations actually developed, or who started the confrontation, or if it even turned violent. Another fun one in shocking and graphic content is this little ditty, which states that graphic incidents during war or natural disasters now gets both age restricted and buried from your For You feed. In the current guidelines, this kind of content was just age restricted, but now it gets hit with a little double whammy. This applies to, I don't know, like a forced famine in Gaza, war crimes, same with the Ukraine, or natural disasters, or any real-time documentation of global atrocities basically now gets hit with a 2-time penalty. This next one really pisses me off, okay? So in the misinformation section is one of the most insidious changes. It says that content that poses an elevated risk of undermining the integrity of the information ecosystem or eroding trust in institutions, organizations, or businesses is going to get suppressed. Businesses. Fuck my drag. That's my whole thing. My whole page is about exposing how these tech companies abuse user data, roll out predatory terms of services under people's noses, and collaborate with government surveillance and the DoD. Like, if you ever doubted that tech corporations were running our country, then let it be known. Oh, and you guys are gonna love this one. So also under misinformation, there are 2 additional pieces of content that will not be eligible for the FYF page. One of which is sharing unedited media that is presented out of context and may mislead a person about a topic of public importance. For example, showing a crowd at a music concert and falsely calling it a political protest. What a random example to use. In addition to that, unverified claims about a crisis or a major civic event also will not be eligible for the FYF, which this is major because before it did not include major civic event. I feel like basically what this is going to do is just suppress a bunch of stories that give institutions enough time to shape the narratives by the time we hear about it. But don't worry, because while they're silencing independent journalists, the civic and election integrity section has carved out exceptions for state power. The old policy took a very hard stance in that they did not allow any political advertising, period. No ads from politicians, political parties, campaigns, PACs, advocacy groups, nothing like that. In the new guidelines, the policy states that government and intergovernmental entities are eligible to advertise on TikTok as long as they're certified to work with TikTok's internal team. So grassroots organizers or new political voices are going to have to promote their content organically, but state institutions can just flood your feed with messaging that's designed to look neutral. You know, heading into the midterms, I think that this creates a massive information imbalance, and I'm very worried about that. And I'm already starting to see some of this stuff happen and take shape. Like, I don't know about anyone else, but I'm restricted to a maximum of 4 hashtags per post. I don't even do that many hashtags, but they keep dropping the number from 5 to 4. I'm sure it'll be 3 by next week. Or how about the fact that I had a friend from New Zealand message me privately and criticize the government's handling of a political arrest. The platform not only flagged her message as graphic content, but it also suggested that I block her immediately afterwards. It's conditioning us to see political dissent as dangerous, and we cannot let that happen. In terms of what we do about it, I mean, I think start by following all of your favorite independent journalists on all of their other platforms like Patreon, YouTube, Substacks, whatever they're on. We have to stay united. These changes are meant to fragment us, especially as we head into midterms. Our voices together are so effective. Keep the comment sections loud no matter where you go. We must maintain this alliance we've created with one another. Okay, and in the meantime, I guess just share this kind of information with as many people as possible so that everyone can prepare for what we're about to head into.